Right, my friends, so in the last video we have finished writing the code for our application. In this video I want to show you how to set up your Android device and run it on your run this application on a real Android device. So the first thing first, if you are using a physical Android device, very simple. The only thing that you need to do is to plug your mobile device with your PC or your operating system, and then click on the plus button right here. Okay, it will start the emulator in my case, but I'm just gonna stop it because in your case you do not have an emulator. But the only thing that you need to do is just to click on the start button right here, and then it will show you the devices that you have, and it will show your devices. It will show you the connected devices, and your device, your Android device, will be one of them. So the only thing that you need to do is just to plug it with a USB cable and click on the play button right here, and you will be good to go. So of course, I highly encourage you to see maybe a video, or I'm gonna update a video. I'm gonna upload a video on how you can run it on a physical Android device. This does not make sense. But if you are if you do not want to run it on a real Android device, what you want to do first of all, you want to create something called an emulator. An emulator, it's essentially an Android device that's been created by Android Studio, and it's allow us to run our application on the emulator to test it. Make sense? So essentially it is a program that has an Android device. So let's see how we can create our own. So first thing first, I want you to click here. Okay. Then click on open the AVDI, okay, or Android Virtual Device. So we have it right here. Okay, so once you click on the Android Virtual Device or the AVD, I want you to click here on create a virtual device right here on the left bottom corner right here. Click on it. Here you need to select your device, any device that you want. Of course, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but try to use something around here, the Pixel 3, the Pixel 2, because these they have a quite a good size, so not like too small. For example, these the devices here on the bottom, they are too small, so that's why you need to grab someone from these. Okay, after that you can click on next. Here what you want to do, you want to create or download the system image. Essentially, you need to download some of the Android API levels on your operating system. For example, I have Oreo already downloaded. What you can do, you can choose any one of these, of course, and feel free to download it. Once you choose it and download it, it will show like so. Like for me here, it is showing the Oreo selected, and it does not have the download button because it's already downloaded. Make sense? So if I try to download, for example, this one right here, and first of all I need to accept the terms and so on. I'm gonna click on next. It will start the download for me, and it will take a while, around 800 mega and so on. I'm gonna cancel it because I already have Oreo. But once you download it, it will show right here. Select it and click on next. Then you give it a name. In my case, I'm gonna go with this name right here. I'm gonna leave it as it is. You can choose your orientation and so on, but leave all the settings. You do not need to play with them. I'm gonna click on finish, and that should create a virtual device for me. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna click here on the play button right here. It will start the virtual device for me, so it should start playing. So I'm gonna click on the play, and of course yeah, here is the emulator that we have played right here. I'm gonna wait for it, and as you can see, this is my application, but this is from a previous lesson, so I was testing stuff. So what I'm going to do, so it's created this one by default, so let me just delete it. Yes, I do not want this one. I'm gonna close this one, And once we run our application, once we run the emulator, now what we can do, we can click on the play button right here, and here is the Gradle is starting. So here it will take a second or a minute depending on your PC specifications. Anyways, here we have our application. Enter something. So for example, I'm just gonna type Android development like so. So if I click on the submit, it will show Android development right here. Very simple. So this is the task, and our application worked perfectly. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.